I have a special guest here today, Matthew, back from college. Say hi, Matthew.
Hello everyone. I'm excited to play some Nidhogg.
So for those of you that aren't familiar with Nidhogg, it's a fencing game essentially. There are two players, very pixelated animation. You run across the stream trying to kill each other for the glory of being consumed by the Nidhogg.
Nidhogg is a really fun game because it has one of those easy to learn, hard to master elements. The combat's actually really intricate.
So we'll just get started here. There's no campaign or anything to this game. Well, there is like an elimination mode, I guess, but
no narrative at all.
No narrative at all. There's going to be Matthew and myself fighting each other. I'm going to do offline versus. We have the option of picking the castle, the clouds, the wilds, or the mines. So what do you want to start with?
Let's go to the wilds.
The wilds. All right.
Alright, so I'm on the left here. And that's how that game goes. If you run fast enough.
That just ripped his heart out. And that's it, folks.
And Kyle just won the first game. So we'll go 1-0. And when you get to the end of the map, you get the pleasure and the glory of being eaten by the Nidhogg.
Mm-hmm. The worm that chews on the world tree in Nordic mythology.
It's good to know. Those Norse countries have some pretty neat stories.
Which one now?
Castle's good.
Castle? All right. What's the throw button?
It's up and X on the controller.
Okay, it's gonna be the same thing here. Maybe not.
Throwing the swords, that's a good skill to have.
Oops.
Oh, oops.
Oh! I'll have to hide behind this door here. Oh, come on.
Running away is a good option. And that's round 2.
Glory of the Nidhogg.
This game's really fun. There's not a lot to it, but the combat is surprisingly intense, considering how the game is presented.
It's almost
presented graphically.
Twitchy.
That's it's not very funny.
Sure it is.
Funny is how you die it.
Over and over again. Oh.
Are there any other games that are like this? It's pretty unique.
I can't really think of anything that's like this. And I really can't think of a lot of 2D sword fighting games, really.
Yeah. Right now I'm drawing a blank on any.
And the only other sword fighting game like this I can think of is maybe like Chivalry.
Yeah. And then this is still kind of a different play in the one-hit kills aspect of the game. Chivalry, which my roommates played a lot, I don't play myself. It's more of a longer kind of combat system than this, definitely.
Ooh, almost made it out the door. Oh. That's a very hard spot.
Being
was
in a
very
doorway
dumb.
will basically...
That was so dumb.
Well, nobody's getting anywhere. Except for me.
Apparently, Matt just needed to warm up, so he win all the rest of them.
Yeah, that's how it goes. After you play this game with a buddy for a while, you both get good enough that basically the entire area that you're in gets stained with blood. You won't let each other pass.
I will say that Nidhogg is definitely not a bicycle.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's once you stop playing it, you lose a lot of the muscle memory, I think.
So we were thinking about playing some other multiplayer games today?
Yeah, not exactly sure what we're gonna go for, but we'll try and have a variety of things. Probably a lot of simple things like this.
Yeah. And I mean, Kyle and I, we're the first people to play video games with each other.
Did you know that wall broke?
I did.
Huh.
You know that you lost?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Well,
I was just trying to distract you.
it didn't. Well, it kind of worked. But Kyle and I have been playing video games together for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And initially...
Much longer than I could read, personally.
Yeah, definitely. I still cannot read. But a lot of them were simple like this. You know, simple in presentation.
Both types of games have their merits, but sometimes you just want to not think too hard about it.
Yeah, and one thing about 2D games and pixel art games and just kind of fantastical art styles is you can get away with more. Like, more interesting things happening, things you couldn't really represent very well in like a first-person or a third-person game with like realistic graphics.
Oh man, that was as close as I could get to being in front of you
Yeah.
without getting hit.
I was kicking
Nidhogg.
a lot.
You know what we might play if we have it is Kirby All-Star.
Oh, yeah, that would be fun. We used to play that a lot.
Yeah, and that game's been played to death on the internet, but there's a reason why.
You know what I was playing the other day that I haven't played in a long time?
What's that?
Kirby Air Ride.
I like Kirby Air Ride.
Kirby Air Ride was a really different game. Those cartoonists, like in the style of Super Mario Kart, but not like Crash Team Racing, the Donkey Kong Racing game.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Diddy Kong Racing?
Yeah, Diddy Kong Racing, not very good.
Not very good.
Diddy Kong Racing's not very good. Maybe somebody out there likes Diddy Kong Racing. I hope not. But you keep doing you, whoever that person is.
I think we can all agree though that Crash Team Racing
is much better than Mario Kart 64.
I think that's probably an unpopular opinion.
I'm just trying to be polarizing.
So you can't throw your sword in this hallway, so I'm really not good at fighting there. But here... Oh.
Food you! Oh. No!
That was a pretty good encounter. Oh, that was less good. Stab. Oh. So this game has an online multiplayer, and I have never been able to connect with anyone.
It actually just updated recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I don't know if we'll try it now since we're not sure if it works, but definitely try it some other time. Go online and see if you're actually any good at this.
Yeah, I don't have any idea. No frame of reference right now for if I'm any good at Nidhogg, which is something I need to know.
I need to know. I think that they should have competitive Nidhogg.
I think there's a lot of room for that in this game, though. It would be fun to do a bracketed tournament of Nidhogg. Because you know what it is that is kind of hard to realize is it's a fighting game, right? With the swordplay elements, but it plays more like Street Fighter, not like Street Fighter, but like those types of games.
Yeah, with the the old arcade style fighter games.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of movement side to side on the screen.
Really acrobatic, and then everybody kind of has the same skill set. So it's mastering the mechanics and not the characters or the button combinations.
Right. Well, I guess the closest one, maybe it's most like Double Dragon.
Yeah, I
of
see
the
that.
old ones.
Oh.
Oops.
Yeah. That was silly.
I wish I could move like that in real life.
See, there's moments like that where this game shine, definitely. Have some pretty intricate combat encounters.
Did you have to kill me? Keep running. Jumping over you. Like that.
This game also has a few different special multiplayer settings. Things that are mostly not fun, like
low gravity mode.
Low gravity mode.
Here you go. This is something that we actually haven't been doing a lot of. Is like the actual fencing.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
You want to take a moment to actually show that?
Okay. So if we get next to each other, our swords, the left control stick, or I think the arrows on the keyboard, control how high your sword is raised. So if we get together and do this, one of us is going to get the height on the other one and pull down all the way to the bottom really fast and disarm their opponent.
It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's very, very complex. It's just not a natural thing for your fingers to do.
Yeah. The mines map, that hallway where you can't do any of the acrobatics, is a good place for that system. Although oftentimes it's easier just to roll under your opponent.
Well, that's something I'm playing on a keyboard, and Matthew's playing on a controller. I normally play on the keyboard, but I mean on the controller. Not today. When you play on the controller, you can actually do what he's doing right there, somersault. Can you do that some more?
Yeah. Whoa. Saw it there for a second. There we go.
Yep. That movement's a little bit more difficult to do on the keyboard. I'm not sure if it's actually gets you anything.
It's just like an extra range of movement. You can. I don't know if you move faster, but definitely the hitbox on your character is skin tight, so to speak. Like you know what I'm saying.
Right.
So any extra range of movement can be helpful. Look at all the blood in this room. That's a neat part about this game is the colors on the character, and you can definitely see how the tides of war are going as the ground becomes stained with your blood. That was a mistake.
That was also a mistake. Oh.
Yeah.
Nidhogg.
It's a really simple game, but it's a lot of fun. And I don't think it's that expensive on Steam. It's like a $10, $15 game.
I think it's 15. I actually think it might be 19. But you might be looking at this and thinking this art style is not $20 game material, but
Has a lot of replay value.
It has, yeah, tons of replay value. I guarantee you'll play this a lot more than you'll play some of those newfangled fancy 3D graphic games that come out that are bad.
Yeah, and this game has something that a lot of games don't have now, which is you put it on a TV and get 4 controllers plugged into your PC, and you sit around and you trade off controllers, and you have a good time, playing the winner.
Yeah. We'll back out of this for a second and show you some of the bracketing things that are available before we sign off for now. So this is the tournament mode, and this is actually where I can go in and increase the number of actual players, and we can get up to 8 here. And you pick maps, you can get variants, and then it just does a single double elimination bracket style tournament.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of fun. Even if there's only one of you, it's kind of fun to go through that. Then if you do the single player mode, you get this defeat all opponents, and you have to go through this entire list. And those guys on the end that are like flashing, they're crazy, and their blood flashes like that too and hits the ground. Each one of these guys has really a slightly different technique to them, and the farther you get along, the more they seem to adapt to whatever you use to kill the one before you. I don't know if that's actually how they're programmed, but that's what it seems to be.
Mm-hmm. And I definitely think the art style, like you said, can be potentially off-putting about this game because it's really different. It has some weird color contrast. You see on the main screen there's some distortion in the image, like it's being played on an old film camera almost.
But don't let that stop you from trying it. And it's really, I can't recommend it any more than any other. I mean, it's a very good game. Definitely try it out. So that's it for now. We'll be back in a little bit as soon as we figure out what game we're going to play next. So I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play of Nidhogg, and we'll be back shortly.